For all the feel good people out there, we are Dust Off the Mic. Oh, that one hit right at the right time. What do you say, Jay?
All my pubes are standing up, Daddy-O.
Dust Off the Mic, Dust Off the Mic. Dust Off the Mic
No,
podcast.
that's not part of the crimes that I committed. I got a Bigfoot guy. My advice to every comedian I've ever met is like, find your voice.
Yeah. Sounds like drugs. It was something actiony. It was a very honed in discussion amongst motivated people. Let's talk prescription pads.
Find out who you are.
Most people will never understand what that's like to rely on yourself, not the system. This is what it's all about.
Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage.
Bounce, 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 bounce. What's that thing that says live?
Don't worry about that.
Oh,
That's just
I've been fooled before.
that's just computer screen herpes. Hello, folks. Hey, Jason.
Hi.
Someone's in a goofy mood today.
Yeah.
That means we're in for a treat. That is a nice shirt.
Great. Thank you. Yeah.
That is a nice shirt. And which thrift store did we pick this up from?
It's called Target.
Target. Ah,
Yeah.
Target.
Yep.
I do like Target. Yeah.
Yeah. I took my daughter to get a haircut the other day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go on. Is there a story to that, or were you just stating facts?
My son also went. I don't know what you're looking for.
Content. This is riveting stuff. You've been coming to me a lot lately with shtick and what seems to be like you're preparing routines.
No, it's
Seems
just
that
off
way.
the dome shit. Hopefully you'll write it down. You could use it. You know.
I don't want to use it. I want you to use it.
I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
I know you do.
Thanks for coming, though, man. I do appreciate you showing up.
I
You have
would if
been-
I were you too.
You have been the most consistent guest, I will say.
Well,
What's weighing heavy on you lately?
I've missed playing video games a little bit. I haven't played in probably a year and a half.
Me too.
Yeah, and I know there's like not new, but a newer
Grand Theft Auto's coming out.
Zelda. Yeah, in like 2024, 2025.
Yeah, it's soon for gamers. They've been developing it for like 10 years.
I'm very excited because I liked all the Grand Theft Autos prior.
Hmm.
I thought they were well done. Actually, the one guy who did Trevor, he's on TikTok.
Okay.
He's pretty he looks exactly like the guy who
He looks exactly like Trevor.
yeah, like Trevor. He
Mhm.
looks exactly like
He's
the
in The
guy.
Walking Dead too. He's
Is
one
he?
of he's one of Negan's henchmen.
No.
Plays
Well,
a
I mean
really
that,
good part. He's such a good actor.
that
And
lines up.
he's not just the voice for that. Like he does like the they hook him up with the dots. You know what I mean? They hook him up with
Oh,
with the
yeah,
motion
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's literally all him. Like it's probably I think it was a couple thousand hours of just motions and movements and
Oh,
yeah, dude. It's
talk
probably
about
tedious.
a grueling job.
Fuck that.
And I've been seeing a lot of people from this SAG-AFTRA, the writers' strike that's going on, and a lot of these like big time actors are showing their paychecks, and it's like, they're making 8 cents, or like one chick showed for a whole bunch of episodes she was in, like her monthly check was like $27.
Jesus.
And yeah, and it's apparently because of the streaming contracts that they sign.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, my cousin's at those protests right now.
oh yeah,
Mhm.
What does he
he's
do?
He's an actor. He's in California.
really?
Yeah.
Your cousin?
Miles Berman. He's on Facebook.
No
Check him
doubt.
out. He just did a one-man show. He's going to release it soon. I haven't seen it yet. But
How many people are in it?
why are
Right.
you so stupid?
How stupid. You're stupid.
But yeah, he's been posting pictures and he's on the line right now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking, I mean, they deserve at least equal or you know, a reasonable compensation.
Yeah.
It's not like the streaming services aren't hitting it. I mean, we're eliminating cable one
Right.
fucking home at a time.
And everybody has this weird like preconceived notion that the writers and everybody involved in a movie makes just a shit ton of money.
yeah, fuck
And
no.
That is not the case.
No. No.
Really only like the superstars. Like if you get the leading role probably takes the majority of the budget in some cases, unless there's a shit ton of CGI or whatever, but a lot of that just goes to the work hours for it. So the writers are getting fucking plowed. Absolutely plowed.
Yeah. So what's new with you?
Nothing, man. Your yours and my clip on TikTok did the best so far. I told you that the other day.
Which one?
Just the last Jay Blendowski files.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're a hit, bud.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I
Everybody
feel a
seems
little
to find you insane and funny, and that's why I enjoy your company. I know.
Okay.
I know that for a fact.
I
One of many reasons.
I think I'm great. So I'll start there.
Yeah,
I get it.
I wouldn't hang out with you if you thought you really thought you're a piece of shit, but you don't think you're a piece of shit. If that makes any sense.
Yep.
Like, yeah. I'm with you. I know I'm a piece of shit, but I just don't think I'm a piece of shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like the new lighting setup in your studio.
Yeah, I got to get one for the main desk, and the solution to our sweating our cock off problem behind me. I'm naming him R2D2.
I like it.
Yeah, he's literally making it livable in here. So if he's loud, if you can hear it over the through the mics and all that shit, I apologize, but I sweat a lot, so fuck that.
Yeah,
R2D2's here to stay.
Any robot that keeps my dick nice and cool is worth having around.
I'm getting a phone call. I hate when that happens.
Answer.
I don't know this number. I'm not
Answer.
doing that. No.
Come on, let's see.
No.
Throw it on speaker.
No.
Come on.
No.
What is it? Your doctor?
For my luck, it's a fucking customer, and I don't think that's legal for me to just
sure it is.
Broadcast a customer call.
Sure. Just bleep out their name. Come on.
This says the guy who almost had me walk out of work with a fucking table he didn't pay for. He's like,
I saw that table up the other day.
This is a really nice end table. Can I have this? And you're like, sure.
Yeah. Why?
And then I was walking out with it, and the other manager's just like, hey, where'd you get that? And I'm like, Jason gave it to me. He's like, did he pay for it? And I'm like,
no.
Well, he gave it to me, but so he had to have, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
That's not what happened.
Let's just give the multiple felon stolen property. That's cool.
I didn't pay for it.
Nope.
I kept
but you bequeathed it to me.
I did.
As if you had.
I kept the sticker on it specifically to remind me that I hadn't paid for it. And then when you were like, oh, should I have it? I was like, yeah, you told it would look great in your office. I think it would be good for the studio.
It's right there. It's got the fan on it. To your right.
You know what's funny? I actually saw that table at work not long ago. Wait, did you pay for this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
because
that's
I
good.
almost shoplifted it.
Well, I wasn't going to.
Accidentally.
So I'm a worthwhile.
No, I get what your intentions for yourself were.
Yes.
And that's all well and good. However, your intentions for me were to just, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You got it.
You're a smart guy. And hey, look.
It's a bold statement.
But rightfully so. I placed all my trust in you and you did the right thing. And lo and behold.
Of course I did the right thing. I don't want to go to jail over a fucking $20 end table.
Almost went to jail for a bicycle that I didn't steal.
Go on.
Supposedly. Allegedly, some kid felt like me and my buddies were going to steal some from him, and we didn't. And that was as boring as it got. But one night, late at night, like some cops rolled up. And I mean, the thing about it is, granted, we always were up to no good. But on this particular instance, they just happened to catch us in an innocent moment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck. You know, they sat us down on the curb, and like I was right around the corner from where I lived. And it was just a whole stupid thing. I think they walked me home or whatever. And I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. What kind of a police force is coming after kids for bicycles? And the real criminals are right here, just not doing it right now.
Depends on who you stole the bike from, I think.
I didn't even steal a bike. I had a bicycle. Who steals a bicycle while riding a bicycle? The numbers don't match up. 2 feet. I don't have enough feet for 2 bicycles.
I mean, you can ride one bike and hold the one next to you.
Nah. But yeah. then I should have the bicycle.
Yeah, no, that's true. They didn't catch you with the bicycle.
I didn't have the bicycle. I
feel like that would be the one form of proof you need to
evidence. Yeah,
did you get charged?
They didn't bother messing around with evidence. They just fucking threw a bunch of allegedlys at me and dumped me off. I'm pretty sure they just took me right back.
Did you get
home.
charged?
Charge? No, there was no charges.
Oh, well, then you're fine.
No,
they
no,
just
yeah.
inconvenienced you. They wanted to harass you a little bit.
It was bullshit, and
I agree.
I had my car impounded one time because I looked like I didn't belong in that area.
I'm just fucking dumb. I mean, we are getting the hang of this. By we, I mean me. You already had the hang of this.
Nah, I think you do well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I just did.
Yeah.
So anyway, sorry about that.
Yeah, so they impounded my friggin' car, which was a pain in the butt.
For a bicycle?
Well, no, this was a completely different instance. I pulled in. We were going. Me and a bunch of people were going to get drugs, and again had nothing in our possession, and the vehicle that we were in happened to belong to me, and I happened to have previously been convicted of felonies along the lines of being in places I didn't belong.
They were justified in how they treated
you. They definitely, I don't, but the weirdest thing was, it's not like I'm at the top or even the middle of some huge drug ring or that I'm cooperating with police officers. We all stopped so that we could get a bottle of fucking water. And by the time we got out, we got in my car, closed the doors, 5 fucking cops swarmed us. Through the back of the parking lot, they came up through the front, the side street. They completely encased me in police. Yeah, and
they were ready.
But I had nothing, and they were like, "Can we search the car?" And I didn't know any better, so I told them, "Sure." And they went through it. There was nothing there, and then I guess they were just grasping at straws and were like, "Yeah, I think they caught." My memory is certainly not the most trustworthy part of me, but I believe they said that it was. Like a roaming charge, which was basically like
the opposite of loitering. You're roaming. You're in travel.
You're not in a place.
Cell phone?
I think it's what do they call that when they like prejudge you? It's profiling. I think they were just profiling me because I was in an almost exclusively Hispanic neighborhood with no Hispanics whatsoever. Pulled over in some shitty car in a parking lot. And I mean, I didn't belong. I was going to do no good. But at that particular moment, I feel like they jumped the gun is what I'm trying to say.
So what you're saying is you look like you were doing no good. You definitely were there to do no good. You shouldn't have been where you were. And you were wondering why they did what they did.
No, why'd they take my car? Like, was that
fuck you?
They just put me on foot.
Because fuck you.
They eliminated one step.
Yeah, they were probably hoping you wouldn't make it out.
We did. Somebody's mom picked us up in a minivan, and we completed the task at hand.
How much did it take to get your car out?
Oh, I don't remember. I was not of a responsible age. Maybe it was like 19. I wasn't doing shit right. So
right. No, I got you.
Yeah.
I once got arrested for stealing an AC unit off of a roller rink in broad daylight.
Really?
Yeah. I actually, and this is a complete true story, I didn't know we were there to steal it. I thought we were taking it as a favor to the property owners. So I used to hang out with this dude. I'll call him CeeLo. CeeLo is one of those dudes who was definitely like a little touched in the head, but he's really nice to me. And he was just like this huge, like jacked, steroided, fucking cracked out guy. Hung out with me, like got along real well with me. So one of these days, he just hits me and says, "Yo, Dust." I had a Chevy S10 pickup at the time, and little
manual.
Guy. No. It was a 98. So it was the 2.0, 2.2.
I think they made them in manuals.
Oh yeah, no, they did. Mine wasn't though. This was like one of my first cars, if not my first actual commuting car, and so he hits me up. He goes, "Yo, man, because we love drugs. That's one of those things. You love drugs. I love drugs." So he just hits me up and says, "Yo, my dad works for the building next door to this old abandoned roller rink. He just said if we can get it off the wall, all good, take it." And it's like fucking 1:00 in the afternoon. It's broad daylight in Marlton, and I literally. Here's how much I didn't think it was a crime that was going to happen. I literally told my mom. I was like, "Hey, Mom," she asked me to help her with something or move something. I said, "I can't. I have plans to go do this." And I'm telling my mom of what I didn't think was a crime. So we get there. First red flag is it's still running. That's a problem. And I'm like, all right, so do we go in and turn it off or whatever? He's like, nah. And he fucking pulls out a bat and starts. And now CeeLo is one of those dudes where he's a big buff dude, and he likes to get really fucking high and show crazy feats of strength on it, like just to whoever he's around.
Nothing dangerous about that.
No, but it was entertaining. So he takes this fucking bat.
Unless you owned a roller skating rink.
Just starts fucking neganing Glenn's face on this fucking Freon line. It's a fucking live Freon line. And he's just poof, poof. And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? And then he pulls out this giant pair of scissors, like a comical pair of scissors, but they were heavy duty. And it wasn't like lawn shears. It wasn't like hedge trimmers. They looked like big fucking real scissors.
Like bolt cutters?
I don't know, dude, but you can hold them like this. But they look like real scissors.
Metal snips?
No, dude, they looked like just regular scissors you find in the art class, only fucking comically big. And he's trying to hit this Freon lineup, and it just as loud as you can possibly imagine without it actually starting to whistle. And I fucking thought it was going to blow up. I'd never removed a live Freon line before, so my door was open in my truck. I just fucking dove in. And he fucking gets behind something. So now I'm officially like red flag to death.
Yeah.
And then it stops. And he's like, all right, that was easy. And just like we start fucking loading this thing up. And then the cops roll up. And
what did you steal?
It was an air conditioning unit. So we can go scrap it and buy drugs.
When you say an air conditioning unit,
like an industrial air conditioning unit that you would find on the side of a warehouse.
I feel like that would be very big, no?
It was big enough to fill up my entire bed with one unit.
Your bed?
The bed of my truck.
Yeah, the bed of the truck.
Pickup.
Oh, that's right. You had
so that truck. Has like it had like a 5.5 foot bed in the back. It was an extended cab.
Wow.
It wasn't one of the long bed ones. So yeah, it filled up the whole bed. And cops roll up, right? And now, mind you, I'd been in trouble before, and I grew up in the town, and I know all these cops, and I am under the impression I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
Granted, what we just did was really fucking stupid and not the proper way to remove a Freon line. So I feel like he's just here to give me a stern talking to.
Yeah.
No, he's there to arrest us for stealing this fucking AC unit. And then I'm giving him the I'm not doing anything wrong confidence. And you ever been so fucking wrong and so confident and then found to be wrong, and then you just have nothing left to say? Like that was me. I was like, dude, we're here on permission of the owner. He's like, what's the owner's name? I'm like, I look over at my buddy CeeLo, and he's like, I don't actually know the guy. And I go, bro, really? Really? Bro, and then of course I get arrested. I was like, I don't know, like 18, 19 at the time too. Yeah, dude, that was bullshit. And that was like one of the times where like I get it. Like I get it. I was in the midst of committing the crime. I paid the fines. I paid for the repairs.
I'll tell you this.
The time, everything I tell you crime-wise on this podcast, by the way, my time has been served. So if you're all fucking judging, you want to do a deep Google dive and fucking see what I got out there, it's not a great read. And some of it's bullshit because people like to put stuff in the paper that's not necessarily true. Fucking Burlington County Times. You could suck my fat Jewish dick. Anyway, what were you going to say, Jay? I'm sorry.
That's not the most clever crime I've ever heard.
I wasn't trying to be clever.
No, I
was trying to get high, and that didn't happen hard.
Would you have gotten like end game here? We're looking at $500. Like scrap's not that fucking great of a way to.
He did wind up taking most onus for it because of like we did get in trouble for how we removed everything. Like
no.
Hold on. So and then he took most of the onus for it. So the fines, but it was like a total of like $6,000 for that AC unit because it is a bigger than normal.
But you wouldn't have gotten $6,000 if you walked into a scrap yard with that fucking air conditioner. Because here's the thing. This is very interesting too because our unique backgrounds give us the very interesting perspective on these things. Is like so most people don't go out and do this shit.
No.
So you're thinking like, and if anybody is whoever is watching, the likelihood that you're some sort of a pre-existing homicidal heroin addict,
you're a criminal.
So
more than likely. But that's okay. We love you.
So if you found this huge fucking, I'm just gonna try to think of some shit, like when you go somewhere and you think, oh man, this thing's got value. Okay, like a ride-on lawnmower, like they cost a few $1,000. Even 15, 18 years ago. They were a couple grand. If I stole one and drove it with the price tag on into a fucking scrapyard, they may offer me a couple $100,
maybe $100.
Maybe.
First of all, if it's still got the price tag in it and you roll up with it, and that's a scrapyard that would take that, you ain't getting shit.
Yes.
They're going to give you enough to get the fuck away from them so that they can turn that thing into a cube as quickly as possible.
But like the only money was ever in like copper. So you had to.
Depends on when.
You really had
to scraps full time, or not full time, but like in addition to his full time job.
Yeah.
And he says the prices of metals and shit have just gone insanely low.
With it, when I used to strip houses.
Full time?
No. Well, I didn't really have a job per se, but there was a hole I was filling. And
yes.
I would strip the copper wiring out of places where not even like they were abandoned, just people weren't in there when we were there. So
that's called breaking and entering. Continue.
So they would come home and like their walls would just be fucking bulldozed down because we'd have like sledgehammers or whatever. And I didn't do it a lot, but anyways, I could rip out like half of a house and they'd be like, here's $300. Yep. And this took 12 hours to fucking manicure.
Because they know the ease of convenience for what, like, let's get something straight. They're salt of the earth people, these scrapyard owners, but they're not fucking stupid.
No, and the other thing to keep in mind is they're not selling this shit like that. Like they don't have a store where people are coming in and they're like, oh, I need 500 feet of copper wiring with absolutely no fucking insulation on it.
If CeeLo and I had maximized our output on that AC unit and stripped it and then brought it to the scrapyard, already separated the copper, the aluminum, all that shit, we probably would have got just shy of $200 at the time.
Yeah.
At the time, because I believe copper was pretty high. I don't know what it is right now because I haven't really had a need to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, if you just roll up with a fucking AC unit and drop it, they'll give you $50 for it.
Yeah, you don't get much money for anything
because
that
you're a lazy junkie.
Or a pawn shop. Like people, a lot of people may think, well, so this is a $10,000 watch, and it's 2 model years old or whatever. I don't know how often watches come out, but you're not getting north of $1,000 for a $10,000 watch.
No.
Like somebody's going to look you dead in the eyes and be like, oh, you don't belong with this thing.
No.
And here's $200. Or you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, even if it's got your name on it. And
did you
engraved and they know it's yours?
Were you big into pawning?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay, so
that was my thing. It was just
selling or pawning?
Selling, flipping. Like I knew people who would buy stuff all the time.
So you know how they would give you money and then you could bring them money plus interest back to get that thing back?
Yeah, that's what pawning is. You could either sell it at the pawn shop or pawn it.
But a lot of like, if I didn't need it for the very unique experience that I was having, I wouldn't have known that's what a pawn shop was kind of there to do, is like loan you money at an insane amount. If you have a collateral, that's it. They'll take it, like whatever it is. And
it's kind of genius if you think about it, because just think of the first person who thought to do that. Like you can bring me something. I'll give you a fraction of what it's worth.
It's a bank for shit.
You're obviously not in a great way. So chances are, even if you do get your life together, you may not come back in time to get this.
Likely.
So if I give you $20 for this, it's worth like $300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then I just made $280, $270.
Sure.
Because
because
junkie.
And the guys who used to live, because I used to go up into Newark, which is way different now than it used to be, but that was where people bought drugs.
I was more of a Philly guy myself.
Well, you're closer to Philly. Yeah. This is closer to Philly significantly. But I grew up 4. I was off of 12 over. So yeah, it was like 14 something. I think it wasn't many exits away, so I could jump on the.
Please don't fuck it up. Please
on the turnpike.
Sorry, I'm listening.
And it's funny because I remember having to do math in order to get to like where I was going. I was like, okay, so I got $5. It's like 2 gallons of gas, which is not the case or 3 gallons of gas. That should be enough because I have to go this many miles, but the fucking toll is this much and I need this much before tomorrow morning. And it's like,
yeah, it was definitely, a huge list of things, especially if you were ready to be sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, get up. Am I sick? Okay, I'm good enough to maybe get to the other side of the room.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't have to crawl over there to get what I had to get. I usually wouldn't go home unless I had pre-prepped for the following morning.
Oh,
Because if I'm not good, it's 10 times more difficult as you're going through sick. You know what I mean? All that bullshit.
Yeah.
You had to prep it.
Yep.
But yeah, you could go. I would steal shit all the time. That was primarily what one of my problems was. I wasn't only just addicted to drugs. I was addicted to stealing shit and the thrill of that.
Yeah.
I guess.
I got clipped by a we'll say like a major home improvement store for something that I had done for months, and I thought I was the first person in the world to do it, which was going outside into the parking lot and getting receipts that people tossed away that said cash on them. So, and then going into the store, picking that thing up off of the shelf, going to the return counter, and just getting the cash, like retail cash equivalent, they would hand over.
Thing.
I think that was before like gift cards and stuff.
Yeah, they caught on to a lot of the receipt tricks way early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it all went down for me with a pot. Like there's
pot?
There's
pot.
A big pot that like I shouldn't have. It doesn't really make sense right now, but then it made a lot of sense in that moment.
You were stealing a pot?
It was like $40 for this fucking.
The fuck was this pot?
It was a big pot, but that was kind of part of the problem. And they tried to like corner me out in the outside the store, and they did. But I was like, you can't touch me. So where are we going with this?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
And then they touched me. And then they said that nobody touched me.
That explains a lot.
It was fine. I gave it up. Whatever. I went to jail. Served my time.
Here's a story about getting arrested for something I didn't do. It was my prom weekend. I'd been to two Cherokee proms because my girlfriend at the time was a
Cherokee prom.
My high school's name was Cherokee.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes a little bit more sense.
My prom weekend, I go down with two buddies. And then my brother and a bunch of his friends came to hang out with me down the shore. I spent, the first night partying with my friends, and then I went to hang out with them. Let's just say the first night of partying was the shit. Like, it had everything you can imagine, have everything you wanted, shit-faced, high, coked out, you name it. It was all good. A lot of that trickled over into the next day. And I went to meet up with my brother. I brought them drugs. They're like, "Oh, hello, little brother." You know what I mean? Like it's. And then we go to the boardwalk, and this is in Wildwood. And there's a place called the Boardwalk Mall in Wildwood, and I don't know if still to this day I'm not allowed in there. But that story is bullshit. I go there. I'm literally with my brother and his older friends. Like I'm 17, 18 at the time. Like I'm about to graduate high school. It's prom. So I go and you walk into this place and it literally looks like on each side, right? On each side, you have two registers when you walk in. Like it's the boardwalk, and then you just enter, like most shops on the boardwalk. And there's two registers. And then my brain, my fucking weird, junky lizard brain, I go, this is where you go to pay for things, right? That's a fair assumption. There's registers. People are there manning that station. So you go up these little stairs, and I forget that it's technically like a conglomerate of stores. It's the Boardwalk Mall, but it's not big as fuck like a mall. It's like maybe like I don't know, man. It's maybe like 5,000 square feet of just real estate and just walking around shit. It looks like different coves. I see a hat. I don't remember what the hat looks like. I think it had like a camo colored on it because I just like camo. And I went to go look for my brother. I'm legitimately looking for my brother because I didn't have any money with me.
How'd you see the hat?
It was in the store. So you walk past these registers. They're on the side.
What color was it?
It was a camo color.
How could you see it if it was camo?
I didn't get that at first. Damn. Anyway, so I'm looking for my... Don't make that face.
Sorry.
Don't make that face.
I'm waiting for the sunglasses to drop down on me, but I guess it doesn't happen in real life. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
So I go to look for my brother. I have this hat in my hand, right? I have it in my hand. I'm not putting it anywhere. I'm not tucking it anywhere. Now, mind you, I had been drinking all weekend, and I had been doing gratuitous amounts of cocaine.
Cool.
I love that word for this reason. And I go and I have this hat in my hand, and I'm looking for my brother and his friends, whatever. And I get to this spot where they're selling other hats. They're sports hats. They're not the fucking cool skater hats that I was looking for, but they're sports hats. And I just pop it down, and I can't find them, so I just pop it down. And as soon as I turn around, there's this older dude with a fucking handlebar mustache, and he's like, "Can I help you?" And I'm like, "Nah, dude, I'm good. I'm just leaving." He's like, "You ain't going nowhere." And now I'm thinking this dude's trying to fight me. Drunk, coked out of my mind. Now, granted, out of the two human beings in this interaction, I'm probably the most violent one. I don't know if this guy just thought I was trying to steal it initially, and then thought I was getting tailed or whatever. And he puts his hand on my chest, and I'm trying to get out. And now I'm ready to fucking take a swing at him. I'm yacked out of my mind. I've been fucking nostril skiing all fucking weekend. Yeah. And as soon as his hand hits my chest, I just go, "Get your fucking hands off me before I fucking kill you." And it literally, I'm making this huge fucking scene. They had already called the cops because apparently this guy was surveilling me. He saw me pick the hat up. Apparently he saw some devious look in my eye and started to tail me. And he's already radioing or whatever.
And this guy worked at that store,
I guess. And he literally had called the cops as he saw me pick up the hat. Okay, he didn't address me, didn't talk to me or anything like that. So as I'm going, "I'm gonna fucking kill you," and the cops come in. Now, and literally I'm losing my shit. And then I see them come in, and I'm like, "All right, well, this is different." You know what I mean? And then they told me what was happening. And I said it was bullshit, but the guy literally pulls up the camera, shows me walking up and picking it up. He said, "See," takes it right out of the store. I'm like, "I didn't even know it was a store. I thought this was all one big fucking store." I'm like, "What are those registers for?" "For a different store." I'm like, "That's fucking confusing." That's so fucking confusing.
I don't even know if you work here. You have no clearly labeled t-shirt with a name on it.
Thank God for Jewish lawyers, man. I swear to fucking Christ. My family lawyer from the time I was in my middle school years till early adulthood, I must have put his fucking kids through college. Between my brother and I, and various other things, we must have put his kids through college. Like
my lawyer was not Jewish, and I used him multiple times. He did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, did you do prison time?
No.
Then that's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
I went to jail.
I did county stuff, but
yeah, exactly.
Not for
I
long,
went to jail, but I never went to prison.
Yeah, no.
I never went to prison.
That wasn't gonna happen.
God.
Yeah,
I don't think I would have gotten the same.
The one thing I learned from the last time, which was the only time that I went to county, was that if this was going to be a habit that I wanted to continue pursuing, like getting high, it had to be approached in a way that the consequence of gaining the money was not going back. Because yes, the act itself was risky, but then for 10 years, I didn't touch it at all. And then when I went back into it, it was just money that I was making that I was using it for. Because sales, you're an irresponsible fucking.
It's crazy how many people just throughout the dealerships I've been to just did so many fucking drugs.
I wouldn't even say prevalence the right word, because it's almost exclusive. This where you and I come from now, I don't think I've seen that low a percentage of previous drug abusers in a sales environment in any experience.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's a whole different feel where we're at, because if you were to go to a car dealership, you're going to find people, and for sure it's handpick, a dealer's choice. You're going to find somebody who's actively using.
Yeah.
And so it's very strange to work at a place that has a good vibe among people. Nobody's trying to out,
trying to rip your nuts
off.
It's trying to skate you, all that shit.
It's unique.
I feel like most people from car dealerships were like me. They were multiple felons with no college education who were just really good at talking to people. It's all I knew how to do.
I mean, you kind of had to be able to.
Yeah, I talk a lot of shit for a dude who's 5'6". So I had to be good at talking, especially in the lifestyle that I chose.
Who was your favorite boyfriend in prison?
That is the weirdest question ever. There's no answer that is correct.
You got fucked by a guy in jail. I just want to be.
No,
I
it
just
was
want. I
county
just.
jail.
I just
The
want
only
you. To,
people fucking in county jail are consensual fuckers. I swear to God, like there's nobody fucking butt raping you in county. Dude,
I didn't say rape. I said boyfriend. Okay, so whoever it was you were having sex with, they were the ones who were scooping out the sloppiest shit for breakfast. Guaranteed. That's who you'd fuck in prison. That's the healthiest bitch going in the whole place is the one who's serving you food. Nobody's fucking with that guy.
Are you done
with this like piece? Yeah. I mean,
this segment?
Yeah.
I think we should put the TikTok clips up. And we didn't make the videos. Like we're not at fault for laughing. I don't know what to do. Fuck.
Weed.
I'm getting a texticle. This is coming.
It's not on the TV. I already told you that, you piece of shit. Do you see what I'm doing on my phone?
No.
Then chances are, asshand, that I am not fucking connected, as I previously stated 3 times.
Right. Fuck.
Weed.
I can't figure. Oh, I figured out why. Because I'm a motherfucking
All right, you fuck nugget. They're all sent. What's the problem with Jews?
It was very Gilbert Gottfried of you.
What?
Oh, Jesus. You scare the fucking dog.
Oh, you got a
Screen
headphone
share.
on.
I do. I'll put the TikTok on the screen share. I will share that screen.
Is this the one that only one works?
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. All right. So that's how it's going to appear. Look at you right up at the top. Tarantula burger. Just a fucking glorious fucking can of queefs.
Oh. Start at the top, okay?
At the very top.
Yeah, start it right there. The bird.
Chicken?
Yeah. Start. It's
I
a bird.
already don't like it. What is
No,
that?
No. Just watch.
Welcome to San Andreas. I'm CJ from Grove Street. Landed the heinous.
Why? Who is that?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it could be anybody you know. That's the thing is.
But why the
gangbangers and
it doesn't get better.
No,
That's it.
I don't want to see his.
You saw what needed to be seen
again.
I don't no.
Thought it was a fart by mistake. I messed my pants up badly.
Just scroll down. There you go.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit.
That's me. That's me. I built this whole fucking gaming computer, FaceTimed a buddy from Arkansas who knew how to put it together. 3 hours it took us, and just nothing but subpar gaming for fucking years, and they put up with me. God bless it. All right, what's next?
Does the word gruesome refer to when the guy from Despicable Me fucks 2 or more minions at once?
Yeah, I meant questions about the job.
Oh, yeah.
You may not be new. You're definitely not new to
If you're the parent of a
me.
young child and you're not getting enough sleep at night, I'm betting it's because your children will not stay in their room. That was my problem too, until recently when I found this ankle monitor in Walmart.
I mean,
this brand is a god.
she's my kid, so it's only a matter of time.
Oh, God.
Playbook and applying it to children.
Look how tight it
The
is,
device easily
right?
straps onto your toddler's
That's
leg
some
and
fucking
then puts
probation
them
work,
Yeah.
fucking tightness
24/7
right
to
there.
Make sure they're staying where they belong.
That's you violated
Check
before
out these
tightness.
awesome features. Using their app, you can specify a timeout zone, which is the room where your child is supposed to be staying. It's sort of like house arrest. You can also set up no-go zones for extra safety. I'm going to do the whole house.
You could tell this guy has no kids.
Now,
Why?
whenever my little juvenile delinquent sneaks out
In
of his room,
IRL?
I
I
get
don't
a
know.
notification on my phone. From this point, there's several different approaches on how to handle the situation, such as screaming at them from your bed or
Dude, this
bargaining
is
with them
fucking
to get
creepy.
back
Is
in
this
their
real?
room. But my favorite is
Watch.
to employ the built-in electrical impulse training tool.
That's not real.
It's actually kind of therapeutic.
That's not real. I'm glad he said
for
that
me.
because I know that's not real. Now. Fuck that.
Look, the brand name on it is Little Yikes. But I knew you wouldn't catch it. I thought
Little
it was
yikes.
I thought it was really clever. Some guy just playing.
Well, I don't need your damn help, Emily. I can figure it out all by my damn self.
Help desk for men. This is Mark.
Yeah, Mark. Well, apparently my wife is, quote, done finding everything for me, end quote.
Okay. What are you trying to find?
I can't find the ketchup in this damn refrigerator. She says it's in there.
I've been there.
I'm telling you, we are out.
Yep.
So here's what I was thinking. I can just FaceTime you, and we can both look together.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Let me call in some other guys too.
I bet they don't see
I
it.
appreciate everybody looking, and no pressure. But these chicken nuggets are getting cold as shit.
You know what? Plan B. If anybody's sitting next to their wife, hand her the phone, ask her if she can find the ketchup.
Hey, babe, you see the ketchup?
Yeah, top shelf behind the strawberries. No way.
And that
perfectly sums up my entire relationship.
And that is why I put mustard on my chicken nuggets.
Fine. I know where my motherfucking ketchup is. Because I lay a very heavy-handed ketchup hand in my house. I know where the ketchup is.
Okay, next one.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Is your sister still gay, or is she bi, or is she straight, or what?
Babe, what are you talking about?
Well, I don't know. I've seen her with girls and I've seen her with guys, so I don't know.
She just broke up with her girlfriend. That should give you your answer.
Yeah, she's still kind of sad about that, huh?
Well, yeah, she's devastated. Why?
Well, because the FDA just approved new medication for lesbians with depression.
Don't. Just don't.
It's called Tricoxagen.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I love TikTok.
Whenever I see it,
Oh, I remember that.
You remember this commercial?
I make this noise
Oh
to
my
warn
God,
you.
Fred.
That's on recording.
See it or
I
smell
gotta
it.
see it one more
I
time.
make this noise to warn you.
Hold on, we gotta watch it one more time so I can just.
Whenever I see it or smell it, I make this noise to warn you.
It physically hurts in my chest. I can't tell you how many times I've seen most of these. Go ahead.
You'll never stop me, no matter how hard you try, on being a grilled cheese dude. See this? This is grilled cheese, and this is my favorite food. I love grilled cheese, and you will never stop me from liking grilled cheese, okay?
Who
He
was
fucking-
trying to stop that, man?
He
from me?
fucking loves grilled cheese, and there's a lot of people who are
What
just
is that
saying
in the background? Is
I
that a
can't
dog?
have it anymore.
Is there a dog in the car in the background? And he's got.
It's a furry.
Yeah, that makes sense. They
Yeah.
like their grilled cheese.
He loves cheese.
Oh, I hate these animations. They're gross.
These are awesome.
Who's that guy?
Oh, that's Link. Sweet kid, really.
You sent me this the other day.
Oh, did I?
If he throws that boomerang at you, just pretend it hurts and fall over, all right? Whatever.
It's in
Make
here.
it
Is it?
convincing.
Oh, it's
okay?
3 minutes.
It's
Okay.
something the guys and I like to do for him. Makes them laugh. Hey, Link! What you doing today?
I'm gonna crush me some elf pussy.
There's nothing wrong with that boy.
Pushy.
I'm gonna go fuck Zelda.
I love the translation. Rink.
Welcome to Nintendo Heaven.
Is Zelda here?
Is that Jesus?
No,
Asian
Rink,
Jesus.
but you'll have a
Japanese
chance to have
Jesus.
sex with her very soon, okay?
Yeah.
Why they gotta do
Now
Link
go
like
and
that,
wait
man?
with the other links.
Huh?
Oh my god.
Go on.
Why are they all derpy?
Everyone, shut up! Now you're probably all wondering why I've summoned every ring from every Zelda game here today. Well,
I wanna fuck Zelda.
Translated to
no.
Jonah.
Yeah.
This is exactly the problem. All you links do is impregnate Zelda over and over again for centuries.
The
creating
multiverse
more
here.
links and more Zeldas.
Such
Then go fuck again, continuing the cycle.
mouth breathing.
This is your family tree, except it's not really a tree because it's got no branches. We are now at 12 generations of inbreeding. Some of you are so fucked up, you're not even completing your quest. Which is why we have to do a Zelda Royale.
Oh
Every
no.
rink versus every rink, so I can find out which one of you is the least retarded. The winner gets to fuck Zelda.
What?
Oh, she looks derpy as shit too.
Well,
Yes,
he just
she's
explained they've been
very
inbreeding
pretty.
for 12 generations.
No.
She looks good
bad.
comparatively.
This is
like,
a really
invited
long
Dark Queen
fucking.
to
you can go to the next one if you'd like.
I am invested.
Yeah, you want to see what happens.
Freaks out real nice.
Damn.
Every link's fear.
Okay.
That's
Elderly royalty begin.
Look at them cheeks.
My man pointed out Zelda Link's ass cheeks. He's a funny guy. I don't know.
Look
who
at
he
him
is.
cheeks.
Look at him.
Oh.
Wow.
I found a sword.
I'm going to Hawaii.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
You never do get to find out which one in that video, but I'm sure there was a part 2. I thought that was funny enough as it was. There's too many issues with me. Keep going.
He fucking stuck the axe in the
It-
fucking
yeah,
Link's head and then
Clink. Yeah.
because that's where my brain goes, dude.
Oh my god.
A female
Happens
Grimace.
to Grimace.
Yes. And she's pregnant with 3 pups. Now, the female Grimeye go into heat only once in their life cycle, and every
cacti.
McDonald's has at least 1 female, but the males are exceedingly rare. In fact, the last known bull Grimace died this year. Do you know what that means? It means if she doesn't produce a male, the species is doomed. Cervix dilation, 12 centimeters. She's ready. 15 months of gestation, but she's ready now to bring her litter of Grimeye pups into the world.
What the fuck? Is Why? Why, dude? What is this?
Ladies and gentlemen, the McRib is back.
I didn't know what to get you for Christmas, so I figured this might be a worthwhile gift to present to you. What, like, oh, so what? All of a sudden you've seen this before?
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a surprise.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So
right.
that filled in a lot of the backstory everybody had questions about.
Yeah, you wonder where those Grimace shakes came from. That was
Mhm.
placenta.
This high school janitor invented a new way to clean the halls 10 times faster.
That's so fucked up.
What the? No antique farming equipment. Oh. Guys, let's go, bro. Thank you.
They arrive on the short train.
Come on, everyone! Grab your invisibility cloak!
For their own safety, we do have
This
to
is a long
cloak the
one,
kids
too.
on their way to class.
My
A lot of the
favorite.
talking paintings were commissioned in the 16th century and can be very hurtful, particularly towards the kids of Afro-Caribbean descent. A lot of N-bombs.
How are the goblins today, Mrs. Spinelli?
How are the goblins? I can't. This
All right.
is so fucking funny.
Hey, stop eating my world, you little monster!
The work set by the school for the kids can be a little humble. You know, for example, if a potion class requires 16 crushed beetles or 3 tongueless toads, they'll often put our children to work on that.
What Mrs. Spinelli has been doing with the Dudbloods is truly magical.
Dudbloods.
Dudbloods? I can't fucking look at you right now. Why? Why do I let you in my house? Oh, my algorithm's gonna be fucked up for months from this.
Is the official term. I personally find it somewhat antiquated. but progress in the wizarding world is rarely made overnight.
Dud bloods.
I'm pretty sure we're going to get that changed soon, though. Jeremy is one of my more challenging cases.
Oh, I haven't laughed this hard since the last time I saw this video.
Dude, this is so fucking wrong. Is this how you feel? Choose your friends wisely, ladies and gentlemen.
Though it may not seem like it, Jeremy is actually neurotypical. Or normal. But like so many of his generation, he's 29 and still obsessed with Harry Potter. What's interesting is we usually only see this level of Potter-induced disability from women.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
Muggles aren't.
Have you ever met them in real life, dude? The people that still identify as a fucking Harry Potter house?
Yes.
God bless you all. I hope you get help.
Technically allowed in Hogwarts, but when I saw Jeremy getting a Deathly Hallows tattoo, I knew he needed saving. What are you working on there, Jeremy?
Harry Potter helping Harriet Tubman save the slaves. It's called Harry Potter and the Underground Railroad. That is the most mentally retarded thing I ever got that.
The special needs wizards do explode when they're overwhelmed. See,
How much is? Oh my God! There's still like another 40
try to
seconds left.
mitigate it by giving them rubber wands, but there's only so much.
Rubber
you can
wands.
do.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? This is a lot of detailed cartooning to go into slighting.
I know.
Magically gifted retards.
We used to lose 1 or 2 students a year, but since Jeremy has been with us, it's gone up to 3 or 4 months. Home time is particularly difficult, as the other students struggle to understand why Jeremy won't leave Hogwarts behind.
You think kids raised on Harry Potter and Hunger Games are just gonna give up? Silly adults.
It is my job to hold out hope for these kids when no one else does. But sometimes for kids like Jeremy, there's really only one solution.
It's okay because he's not retarded. Like in the classical sense, my glasses.
Your glasses are fogging.
My
from laughter.
temperature is through the roof right now. I have seen this come and go over the past like 3 years that I've had TikTok, and it keeps getting funnier.
All right.
All right.
Is there anything after this one, or is that
I
the
don't know.
finale?
You can scroll, but I don't. If
You're not held accountable for anything else that comes after this.
It's not going to be worse. Go on.
Yeah. I don't need Hit to be reacting to his reactions. That sounds like you when you roll up to the studio. I've been gassy.
Just shut his nicks.
Dude, close the door.
No,
the fuck? I've been there, little man. I've been there. That's enough TikTok for today.